Greetings from the west coast of South Africa, midwinter. Just stand for a few seconds in your Tai Chi Qigong posture. They're both the same. Soft ankles, soft knees. Imagine dropping your tailbone, your lumbar spine becoming long. Tuck your chin in slightly and feel your head lift up, maybe a star string, so that your spine is long, feeling supple, feeling spacious. Soft shoulders, a little bit of space in your armpits and a little bit of space at your groin there. And either close your eyes or let your eyes just be soft, looking about a 45-degree angle in front. And just land. Notice where you are, notice how you feel, just very gently. Your body, your mind, your emotions. And your breathing. Right, and because it's winter and it's evening, we're going to start off with a warming ragdoll or knocking on the door of life. So keeping your spine upright and turning as opposed to a broken line there. Just start turning at the hips, maybe a little bit more space between your feet there. And as you turn, your arms are going to start swinging around with you, just like a rag doll, or there's a little drum on a stick that had little strings and corks on them, and you'd swing them and it would drum for you as a child. I don't know if you ever had anything like that. Anyway, we are warming up. Let your arms come up slightly so that your wrists and your hands knock over just below the belly button in front, and behind, opposite the front hand, you'll be knocking over about your third lumbar. And these points here in front is called the sea of energy, and the acupuncture point on the back is called Ming Men, which means door of life. So it sounds like a good place to wake up. This is a lovely exercise to do if you're tired in the middle of the day or when you wake up in the morning, just to get going. You're knocking over your adrenal glands on top of the kidney here, so you're going to be producing a little bit more cortisol and adrenaline, which is what you want to start your day. So almost your hands are almost bouncing off your body. This would be classified as a yang exercise, okay? And from there, you're going to keep the back hand knocking on the back, but one of the front hands can come up into a little area called shoulder nest, which is a little hollow just where your clavicle joins onto your chromium of the shoulder. There's a little space there, and your fist just fits into it. And when we knock on here, we're knocking on your first and second rib. Acupuncture points lung 1 and 2. And so this can be really good to loosen up your rib cage. It's going to be really good to bring a little bit more vibrancy into your pec minor, which tends to pull your shoulders forwards. And it's going to be stimulating the lung. When we stimulate the lung, and we need to in the winter when it gets cold, to keep all those flus away, we'll also stimulate your immunity. Lungs and immunity goes together. Now, one of those hands is going to come up now and knock over the angle of the neck to the shoulder. We're knocking over trapezius. This is also an acupuncture point called, what is it called? Gallbladder 30. Gallbladder 30, really good for a clear mind. Good to get rid of headaches, good to wake you up. And the trapezius has the most common muscle in the body to have trigger points. So when we knock on them like this, we are going to get a little bit more blood supply into this area and elasticity. So this is great for our neck and shoulder issues. Coming down back to shoulder nest, and then coming back down to Ming Men and the sea of energy. Right, and just slowly allow your body to become still. So we're enlivening the spine very important in the body. All the organs attached to it and all your nerves are sending messages up and down. So a healthy spine is key to having a healthy body. All right, so let's move the spine up and down. We're getting a nice cross stretch here. And as we come down, bend your knees. As you go up, straighten your knees. And it's kind of a high five, but it's a high five. It's not a straight arm high five. It's a shoulder, elbow, wrist, fingers. So when you move in Tai Chi and in Qigong, we move segmentally, sort of shoulder, elbow, hand, shoulder, elbow, hand. Feel as if one hand is maybe pulling down a branch and you might be picking some cherries. So reaching up, when you're reaching up, you're making a space between your last ribs and your pelvis. As we get older, that space gets smaller and smaller until some people come and they have their ribs scratching on their pelvis. But that should only be when you're 120, but I've seen it in a couple of people in their 70s, mostly men, because men have higher pelvises than women. So if you're a man, really need to do the stretch, get this opening up here. Notice as we're doing this, one arm's going up, one's going down. So we're getting a cross stretch across the fascia of the back there as well. And just easy breathing. All right. So we're lengthening the body. Let's think about taking the body, opening the body side to side. So bring your arms out to the side, and we're going to think about transferring the weight from one side to the other. And we're going to look for a spiral through shoulder, elbow, hand, shoulder, elbow, hand, shoulder, elbow, hand. Breathe in maybe to one side, breathe out to the other. Easy, deep breathing. Shoulder, elbow, wrist, hand, shoulder, elbow, wrist, hand. Feel the weight transfer from one side to the other. You can maybe open your hand as you come, facing the sky now. Open, elbow, open, 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 open. We're looking for resilience in the body. We're looking for awareness of where your weight is. Feel your feet are rooted into the ground here. Okay, and now we're going to do a couple of tiger exercises. Tiger representative of the animal in the autumn and coming into the winter. The tiger is around. Give us strength and courage to go through these times. Might be the winter of South Africa, which it is. It could be the winter of the world, the actually emotional winter of the world, which we seem to be in the moment. So tiger is a good animal to work with. So we're going to do tiger stretching his claws. And when you're a tiger, imagine that you are a tiger. Okay, so your paws, your feet grounded there. You're going to bring your paws up the center. Imagine you're a tiger just waking up in the morning and then arms going out back and front. As you open, come back. Let your hands have little tiger claws there. Open and look behind you. Turning at the waist. Most of your Qigong and your Tai Chi movements will start at the waist. Coming through. Breathing in, back of the hands together, but not touching. And opening shoulder, elbow, wrists, hands. Soften your knees as you come back, straighten up as you come up and turn. Maybe have a bit of a tiger breath. So when you have a tiger breath, it's a long inhale, nice strong exhale, and feel that that exhale is coming up right through your throat. It could be Breathe in, breathe out. So hear that out breath. It's very good to strengthen your lungs for if you need to cough or your voice is a bit shallow. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, bending, breathing out. And then allow your tiger hands to just slow down a little bit. So you're just making a little, almost, the movement is almost as if you were walking down the fields and you were sowing seeds and you're throwing seeds out with your hands, still having that rotation through the waist. Okay, now tiger's awake, so the tiger is going to go and catch his prey. So there's a stronger movement. The things I want you to notice here is feet a little bit wide here, and you're going to have back of the hands again coming up, but now you're going to bring your elbows up and around him. Tiger still got his claws up and around and back. And as you go to catch your prey, you're going to pull your tummy in. You're going to bend at the waist. And you're going to get your eyes be glowing as you look at your prey in front of you. Your hands are still there. Then you bend down and you roll up through your back. Segment by segment by segment. Back of the hands together. Open up your shoulders, roll your elbows all the way back, stretching your pec major, pec minor. Come forward with an out breath to catch your prey. Drop down, you'll do 3 of these, rolling up and rolling right back with your elbows, bringing them down before you go forwards and rolling up. And now we're going to go to the side. So come to the side, open up, one foot goes forwards, and we go forwards to catch the prey at an angle there. As you come back, take your toe off the ground, stretch your hammies here, and roll up. And we go forwards, taking the weight onto your front knee, come back. Lift your toes up, stretch your hammies through to the back, come up, all the way up. Bring your toes into the center. Let's do one central catch and prey again. Open and forwards. Drop down, roll up, turn foot to the other side, open up, and we'll do 3 lots of these. Coming up, stretching through your hamstrings, coming up, and roll forwards. Coming back, straight front leg, rolling up, stretching hammies. One more. And coming back and rolling up slowly. Just move your legs around a little bit. Notice how your body feels. And we're doing quite a lot of work here up with the neck and shoulders here now. Let's just do some shoulder rolls. Easy, feeling your scapula or your shoulder blade riding up over your ribs and down over your ribs. And let's bring the knees into this as well, so that we're getting a nice warm up of the shoulders. Breathing in as you come up, breathing out to go down. Forwards. Relax. Okay, let's bring the neck in. We do a move called spreading the feathers. So open your legs a little bit more and palms face forwards. as you're going to spiral your arms forwards, turn your thumbs, and then we're going to drop the head to either side. If you look at this exercise from the side, as I come forwards, my body doesn't go forwards. That's very unstable. As I come forwards, I'm going to sit back as if I'm sitting on a bar stool. Or if you're very strong, you can go even further down. So arms go forwards, bottom goes back. Breathing in and around. There you go. So your thumbs are turning, spiraling in. Tailbone is dropped there. Your head is lifted. Breathe in and then drop your ear to your shoulder. Drop, 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 drop. And we're stretching the neck, between the neck and the shoulder, and allowing that stretch to go right down to our hands over there. So we're gliding all the nerves that go between your head and your neck and your hands. Breathing in, come up, breathe out, and drop down to the other side. Let's do one of those again. Hands forwards, spread around, and come up. Drop your tailbone, long spine. Breath in, ear down to your shoulder. Give it a bit of time for the fascia to let go. And breathe in, come up. And breathe out and go down. So you're opening up the other side of the body now. Coming back. Now, the back of the hands is facing forwards. We're going to turn the opposite way around, and our little fingers are going to be spiraling around. We're stretching the inner part of the arm now as opposed to that way we're stretching the out part. So little fingers turning, drop tailbone, tuck your chin in, long neck, long lumbar spine. Breathe in and drop down. Drop, 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 drop. Feel a lovely stretch going through from your neck all the way down to your hand and your fingers. Breathe in and breathe out. Good. Let's do one more of each of those. Breathe in and breathe out. And breathe in and breathe out. And relax. Pop your hands together behind your back. We're going to take a little bit of work up into the very top of the neck. So most of rotation happens in the top joints. So what we're going to do here is do a side bend. Still tailbone drop down, side bend, and then rotate your chin around a couple of times. It's going to be like brushing your teeth, brushing the top joints of your neck so they don't get really stiff. These muscles up here get really stiff if you sit at a slight angle watching your computer or watching your television, doing a lot of drive, and turn the other way around. In the beginning, you'll feel a little bit of crunching or hear a bit of crunching, but if you do it often enough, this movement will become much smoother. Come back, drop your ear to your shoulder, and the muscles that get stiff here, they're called the headache ghosts. So when you get lots of little headaches that can be coming just from these tiny little muscles between the top vertebra and your occiput or your skull. Round, relax. Oh. Okay, so we're releasing a lot of stuff out of the muscles. Just let's think about releasing anything we need to release from the muscles, from your mind, from your emotions, anything that's got a bit stagnant. And we're going to do an exercise called Tiger Clears the Way. As our hands come forwards, our wrists cross, about 3 fingers up from the wrist, from there, and from there we go into an opening. And anything you want to let go, you let go of. And when we're thinking of letting go, we give a really long exhale. Okay, so it's a breath in and really good to clear tension from the shoulders. But from your head, whatever it is, even if you don't know what it is, just having the intention of clearing anything that you don't need to take any further with you. And feel your personal space. It's about a meter around you. You know, what you used to do in COVID, so nobody here having that sense. Nobody comes into their space, either their emotions or their thoughts or their bodies, unless you're okay with it. Okay. And again. And again. And then just to finish off, we're going to get tiger down in the grass. We're going to go right up in case there's anything in our kind of, you know, biomagnetic field, this little field around us that we don't need, taking it with tiger claws and popping into the grass to compost it. Bend your knees as you squat down if you can. Back of the hands together, breathe in. Right up, 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 up. Open your body and breathe out. Clear anything that you don't need. Hands in the grass. Give it to the earth. Breathe in. And down we go. Slowly roll up. Just move around a tiny bit there. And same with tiger, there's another movement which I love, which is called tiger piercing the veil. We're going to do a lunge position here and just find something that works for you. You don't want to be too far out because then you won't be able to have good balance. Your balance is more important than how much you move. So you think about bringing your weight forwards, and when you bring the weight forwards to the front leg, don't let your knee go beyond your toes because then you injure your knee over time. As you go forwards, think about bending your knee, but also sinking down in the hip, and that gives you a little bit more movement there. It's not just a knee movement, okay? So going backwards and forwards, and it's called tiger pierces the veil. You think about the tiger going out hunting at night or coming back to his, I think a tiger, is he on a branch? A leopard's on a branch. We're in South Africa, leopards sleep on branches, but maybe he's got a cave. I don't know if he's got a cave, but probably going through a big forest, maybe mist in the forest. So piercing the veil of the forest on his way home. So imagine you're a tiger and you're going home at night through the deep forest. How would it be? Tigers are very brave, they're very courageous. So when we need tiger energy, we do tiger exercises. Breathing in, breathing out, hands facing away from you. Giving a big circle there. Hands, your eyes are following your hands. It's very good to exercise your eyes by following something that's moving. And when your eyes going in one direction, it facilitates all the muscles that you need to act in that particular movement. Backwards and coming forwards. Backwards and coming forwards. Bring the opposite foot forwards and the other one back. Find your easy lunge there. Just shuffle around a little bit until you feel that, yeah, that works well. And we're going forwards with the hands down. So you can go down, lovely circle up, strengthening your knees, strengthening your low back, strengthening your hips when you do this exercise. Breathe in as you come up, breathe out as you go down. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. In and breathing out. Come to this forwards, just shake your feet a little bit. Getting a couple of little stones under my feet here. They come in. from the garden. Okay. Feet slightly apart. We've done quite a lot of moving, bit of stretching, bit of strengthening. So let's do a little bit of standing. So we're going to do tree hugging. Tree hugging is going to be strengthening the liver. And if you're in springtime, it's a good time to be tree hugging for the liver when the energy is rising with the spring coming in, and a lot of movement. So we think of the feet rooting, the body being the trunk, and the arms being the branches. So tree hugging, we're going to come here and want to drop the elbows, hands facing the liver, okay, that direction there. And in this position, feel that your weight is more on your heels than your toes. Drop your tailbone, slightly tuck it in a little bit there. Head lifted up, chin tucked in, and let your breathing go down into your belly. Just easy breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the nose. Strengthens your lungs. And feel that your belly is soft. So as you breathe in, your belly expands. As you breathe out, your belly goes back towards the spine. The navel goes back towards your spine. Don't be too fussy about it. Just have the intention that your breath is going to go deep. And when you have that intention, it will. You can keep your eyes closed, or you can have just that gentle gaze down to the staying is where a cow would lie in front of you and be quite happy at that distance. Well, that's what my dog's doing. He's at the same distance as a cow. And let's just stand for a little bit. So when we stand, the outside of the body is not moving, but the inside, everything is moving without any resistance. So it's almost a standing posture. It's like the banks of the river is your posture, and inside the chi and the biomagnetic energy and the breath and the fluids in your body are moving with more ease than they would be when you're just moving. So standing posture is also very good for strengthening all the postural muscles, those tiny little muscles that are going from joint to joint in the spine. The smallest muscles that are around the joints are the ones that hold your posture. Just close your eyes for a couple of seconds and notice how your balance changes from maybe the front to the back of the feet. Balance being conditioned where you go in and out of balance. You don't just not stiff like a pole. You're moving like a tree. And slowly bring your arms down. Just do a little bit of shaking. Don't have to bounce your heels on the ground. If you're concerned about osteoporosis, then you want to knock your heels on the ground. But if you just want a gentle shake, got sore knees or sore hips or sore feet, just do a shake that kind of goes up from the pads of your forefoot, and your heels just very gently touch the ground. But your shoulders and the rest of the body can shake up and down. And as it's winter here, we are going to think about the lungs and the kidneys. The kidneys mean deeper winters. So the lung sound is going to be, for the physical lung, is Z. So as we breathe in and breathe out, you're going to go. And if you really feel it, you'll feel that vibration goes through the tissue of the lungs. And if we're thinking about the lung sound, all these healing sounds, the healing sound for the kidney is going to be chiri. So we're going to go chiri and breathe in again. Chiri and relax. Good. So Qigong is about resilience of body, mind, and emotions. Okay, it's about healing your body. It's about keeping your body healthy. Different seasons in, as in winter, summer of the earth, but also different seasons of your emotions or the different seasons of your life. So at the moment today we said we're looking at lungs. So a lot of the lung work was done through the tiger. We haven't done a lot of kidneys, so let's just think of massaging and knocking over the kidney. Just warm your kidneys up and your lower back. Kidney related to the bladder meridian, which runs down the back and down your bottom, all the way down your legs. Give it a bit of wake up. And then if we knock on the inside of the legs, you're coming up the kidney meridian, going around again. Let's go down the bladder meridian, coming up. Got any kidney problems? You should be doing this. Down you go. One more time. Okay, shake it out. And we're going to do 2 kidney flows. Flows are very gentle, light, basically moving on the breath. Not a lot of effort. So we'll start with Zen circles. One hand comes behind your back over the kidneys, the other hand over your brow. You notice if you're going to wipe your brow, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to breathe in and we're going to breathe out, go down. Kidneys are water elements. We're going down to the pool of water and we're bringing that beautiful cool water up, and we're going to allow our minds to become crystal clear. Down you go. You are turning through the waist, bringing all that water energy up and allowing it to flow right through your body. Down. Breathing in, not touching your brow, but just imagine you're clearing all the cobwebs out of your mind, all the tiredness out of your mind. And down. Through the waist, moving through the waist, and then slowly making that circle a little bit smaller. Here you go. Smaller. Turning through the waist. Flexibility of the waist is a huge sign of your health. Around and coming around so that your hand is just on your dantian, just over that sea of energy, just below your navel. And imagine a warmth coming from your back hand here to the front hand there. Imagine the connection there for a couple of seconds. Take both hands up to the side. Opposite one behind your back, the other one in front of your forehead, and dip down. Dip down as far as is comfortable for you. Breathing in and down you go. Breathing in. Imagine that cool, clear water coming up, clearing your mind. So the water energy is the one that sinks deepest. So the kidney is responsible for the health of your bone marrow, obviously the health of your water reticulation in your body. Kidney is said to open in the ear, so if you have problems with hearing, can be the kidneys not so good. So as we get older, our kidneys don't work quite as well. And slowly come around. Kidneys are affected by the cold in winter. You want to keep your kidneys warm. And they are adversely affected by shock and fear. But when the kidneys are strong, have a great sense of inner peace, like a still lake, making this smaller and smaller, smaller. Bring that hand in front, just below your navel, feeling a warmth between your back hand and your front hand there. Strengthen your kidneys, strengthen your kidney element in the body. Slowly let your hands go down. So we've done a lot of moving around of our body energy. So let's just check that it's really settled and calm. Just calm any little bumps out there. So taking hand out, watching your hand. It's actually scooping any available nature energy, maybe from around you if you're outside. I've got the sea nearby, lots of big clouds in the sky. Winter rain, so everything's growing and wet and cold. Breathing in, breathing out, coming down the midline. And coming down the midline. And we'll finish by feeling gravity. Feel gravity and its effect on your hands, opening up to nature. And then reaching up to the stars in the sky and just combing all that beautiful energy of nature, gravity, and the sky through your biomagnetic field. Feel gravity, breathe in, breathe out to nature. Breathe in up to the sky and breathe out, coming down. Last one. Feeling gravity as you rise up your hands and breathe in, open up to nature. Being responsive to nature. Also looking after it, up to the sky, and then coming down slowly, 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 to your hands resting on the air till we come down just to below your navel. Pop your hands together there, feet together. Eyes closed or just softly looking ahead. And we finish off with a standing posture called Wind in the Bamboo. Just being aware of how the weight changes from one foot to the other or front to back. Just allowing that energy that you had anywhere, but you've reactivated to settle into your body. Allow your face to soften, your jaw to soften, a little bit of space between your eyebrows, soft shoulders. Be aware of any sounds outside of you or inside of you, maybe your heartbeat, your breath. I can hear birds. Notice the temperature of the air on your skin, touch of your clothes. And slowly let your hands drop down. Open your eyes. Left hand closed, right hand over. And thank you for coming to Sunday Qigong. Have a good week.